Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites. About to do a quick sit down here. Brother Maltazal.
Brother Tazayar.
We want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Right.
And salutations to all you brothers out there, man, that's pushing this truth and keeping this truth and sincerity, man, and teaching it in all charity. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're going to basically go into it. We're going to do a lesson on being humble and staying in humility, while we in this truth, man. We got to stay focused and remember, man, we was all once ratchet men and we still are, what I'm saying, because we're in this flesh, so, we all need prayer. What I'm saying? We all need to keep on pushing while we out here doing this work and in our day-to-day lives, man, and praying for one another.
Man, that's the scripture says, man. The scripture says,
Yeah.
We were once Gentiles, man.
Okay.
No, we was once without the law, man. We was, worthy of destruction. And we still are worthy of destruction because the scripture also says that our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. So, you gotta. It's a balance, man. It's a balance. Can't, overdo it and look down because you feel like you're doing it to your best ability and you feel like somebody else is not meeting your standards, and you can't underdo it. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture says an unjust balance is an abomination to Yahweh. And pray the brothers stay humble and deal with one another in all righteousness and mercy and meekness and patience and long suffering, man, because that's what we here for. We're a family, I'm
gonna open up with this scripture here. This is Luke 18. This is a little parable that the Lord was giving, about a wicked man and a righteous man, basically. This is Luke 18:9. He says, and he spake this parable into certain which trusted in themselves. So basically these guys, they put their trust in their own selves, man. And it says that they were righteous. So they put their trust in themselves to call it. They put it on themselves to call it self-righteous. He says, and departed and despised others. So they were like high-minded, and self-righteous guys, and they look down and despise other men. He says 2 men went up into the temple to pray. The one a Pharisee and the other a publican. See, one of them was a Pharisee, which is like a priest back in those times, in the days of when the Lord was here. And he says, and the other one was a publican. And if you don't know what a publican is basically in those times was a tax collector. He collected the taxes, amongst our people, and he was an Israelite too. He said, the people, so like if the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, Most High Power, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as the publican. Basically, that sounds like some powerful madness right there, man. This guy was actually boasting that he boasted in the law. Basically, he said I fast twice in the week and I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican, see, Salakia, oh my bad, I wanted to expound on something. He said unjust. He said, Salakia, I'm gonna start again. He said at the bottom part of this, he said, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican, the same guy who was in the temple with him praying. So, this tax collector, And that's the wrong attitude to have, man. Here it is, this man right here. He right there praying too, man, trying to get salvation, man. You know, they was being so powerful that they was looking down on, on publicans, man. Even though this guy was, trying to be right with the Lord, man. In that kind of situation, you're supposed to be praying for him too, man, that he be right with the Lord, man. You don't supposed to be bragging on how good you are, because ain't none of us good, man. You know, you can't have that spirit that you better than another brother, or that you know what I'm saying. You can't have that kind of spirit, man, looking down on the brother, man, because ain't none of us better than each other, man. You know, you got to pray for your Achaia, man. He said, I fast twice in the week and give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes into heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, Power, be merciful to me, a sinner. See, he was so humble, man. This guy humbled himself down, man. He didn't even recognize that he was a sinner, man. You know, like all of us are, man. We are all sinners out here, man. You know, we're not, redeemed yet. We're not better than the next man out here, man, as far as amongst our brothers. You know, we can't. Go ahead.
He said he smoked his chest. He hit his chest real hard, man, because it was pain in him. You know what I'm saying? And he was, like brother said, he was truly sincere, man. You know what I'm saying? He felt it. He had to hit himself because he felt it so much, man. And his face was down to the earth, man, because he knew he wasn't worthy to look up.
Yeah.
None of us worthy to look up, man.
That's right. And he said, Power, be merciful to me, a sinner. He said, and this is the Lord. He said, I tell you, this man went down in his house justified rather than the other. And the other one was supposed to be what you call a so-called righteous man who was a Pharisee, man. To show you how the Lord, just because you call yourself a man of the Lord, that don't mean that you really are a man of the Lord. You see?
Doing all things in a righteous manner, but in the wrong spirit.
That's right.
You can do things in a righteous way, but you can still have the wrong spirit in when you're doing it.
Yeah, that means, man, the Lord probably ain't dealing with you.
Because he said he fast twice a week, and he said he gave him all from the tithe from all that he possessed. Them are righteous things to do. But the wrong spirit that he had was when he was looking down on another man because he wasn't doing what he was doing.
That's right.
That was the wrong spirit to have, man.
That's right, brother.
And that's why he wasn't justified. And also because he didn't admit to his sins. Because he felt as though he was doing everything to the T of the law, man. Well, you can't.
That's right. And he said, this is the Lord. He said, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other one. See, and he's talking about the publican. He the one who went down justified, man, because of his humility, man. He says, for everyone that exalted himself shall be abased. So the Lord gonna bring you down low, man. For everybody who exalted himself to be something, man, who when he ain't nothing, man, the Lord is gonna bring you down really low. He says, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So the one who humbled himself up, the Lord is gonna lift him up, man. He's gonna exalt him, Lord. He's gonna exalt you. You know, for the brothers who stay in humility. You know.
This precept up?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Get your precept.
Ezekiel 33, and I'm going to start at 11. Saying to them, as I live, said Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel? And that this is, you shall have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, man. If it was up to the Yahweh, but let me leave that alone. I'm just keep reading because everything's up to Yahweh Shem Shah. And sometimes, hey, he uses certain things to show his power, to show you that he is the true and power, awesome and terrible power, man. But back to it. This is Ezekiel 33:12. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turned from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for the righteousness in the day that he sinneth. So basically, just like in the scriptures, it's men that came into this fold, and they probably fell from this fold. And when they see how it's shot, they're gonna say, "But Lord, haven't we did this and haven't we did that?" But you know what I'm saying? The Lord's saying basically, man, you was righteous, but in that day that you turn from being righteous and you went to being wicked, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna die in your sin, man.
Basically, I'm gonna read that too for you. I got that precept. You can hold what you got. This is Matthew 7:21. He says, "Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven." So you got people out here that's praying to the Lord right now, man, even in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean, just because you know the name, that don't mean that you're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
That don't mean you're none of the Lord's. You could just be out here, knowing the name, knowing all these precepts, have all the precepts down packed, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord still not even dealing with you, man. See? And he said, Salakia, he says, "But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven." I'm going to read that again from the top. Salakia. He says, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?" See, that's talking about men that know the truth and know the Lord. You know his name. He says, "And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works." And you got guys out here right now casting out devils, man. Yeah, and it's doing many works, man, in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? They know all the precepts and know all the breakdowns. They're very thorough in the scriptures. But this is what the Lord got to say. He says, "And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you." So basically, the Lord was never even dealing with you anyway. He was never supping with you, man. He says, "Depart from me, ye that work iniquity." So basically, the Lord said, man, just because you know the truth, man, that's because you know the name of the Lord, man, that don't mean that the Lord is dealing with you, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Paul says, make your calling of your election sure. You know what I'm saying? If you really sincere, man, you got to really dig down deeper, man. This thing, look, man, the law, statutes, and commandments is not going to save you, man. Your faith is what's going to save you. Faith in the Most High, believing in the Lord, man. That's what's going to save you, man. You got to cry out to the Lord, man, to help you, man. We ain't shit, man. Our righteousness is a filthy rags, man. And we are supposed to be low, in a lower state because of that, man. That's why we out here doing this work, man. To show the Lord that we're worthy, man. We're trying to be worthy.
That's right.
We're trying to be worthy to be saved, even though we're not worthy. Even though we're not worthy, when we know we're not worthy, we're trying to the best of our ability, man. The Lord said in the book of Micah, it says, "Arise, for this is not your rest." It's not our rest. There's work to be done. The work is to go out here in the highways and the byways to wake up the lost sheep, man, and bring them back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? The lost sheep of the house of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. And it's more to just doing the work, man. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just preaching the gospel, man, and knowing all the precepts. It's also about being brotherly. Being a good brother to each other, man.
We're going to go into that too.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 33. We start back at 12.
Yep.
"Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children thy people. The righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth.
Right. It is you call you righteous, but your ass still being wicked. And then you got a man that's wicked who turned away from being wicked, man. That's the whole object. That's the whole object of it, man. You supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be turning away from the old man, coming and putting on the new man, you know, getting away from your old deeds, man, your old life, you know, separating yourself from that old guy, man, separating yourself from them old friends, you know, stop being a nigga, man. You ain't supposed to be being a nigga in the truth. You ain't supposed to have the same mind state that you had a few years ago. You're supposed to be growing in the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, to be a better man of the Lord, man.
That's right.
To be in all humility, to be subject to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know. You go ahead, continue on reading, bro.
This is Ezekiel 33. And start at 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trust to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered.
Right. But, I mean, you can't. If you trusting in your own self, man, to be righteous, man, how you think you're gonna make it, man? We can't. We don't have no kind of power. Period. There's nothing we can do. We gotta put all our trust in the Lord, man, because I mean from day to day, man. That's how serious this is, man. From day to day, man, we gotta trust in the Lord, man. Because it's so easy, because we in his flesh. You could just easily go off, man, and do something wicked, man. You know, or look on some brother, man, all fucked up, man. You know? That's not a man of the Lord, man. We gotta seek first ye the kingdom of heaven, man. The scripture says seek the kingdom seek the kingdom, and everything shall be added. We gotta seek the kingdom first. That's every day, from the time you wake up in the morning.
You can't judge another man's righteousness by your own righteousness. You know what I'm saying? It's so many words in a nutshell as well. Because you on a certain level.
Oh, God, yeah.
You can't be looking at another brother who's in trying to be in the right way, but ain't on your level of doing it. You can't be just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Shitting on them, man. You're supposed to help them.
That's right.
In our sincerity, man.
Yeah, because we all on different levels, man. I mean, you can't expect a 2-year-old to be on a 9th grade level. You know, he's 2 years old, man. That's a beautiful point, huh?
Right, some brothers, they better with, disciplining themselves, man. But at the same time, we must go back to the scriptures.
No, at the same time, he had more practice than you, or more practice than that other brother, man, because he been in it longer. So you know, the brother that's been in the truth longer can't be looking down at the brother who just got in. You know, or looking at the brother who only got a couple of years versus you got 7 or 10 years. You just can't do that. That's, you know, that's off. That actually is unwise. But
let's see what the scripture says, though. It's this. Because when people, you can't, it's not through whether you work. Done about Romans 9 said it, man. It's not him who worketh, nor I'll pull it up. Matter of fact, yeah, then I'm gonna get right back to it. It's just a quick little point. You know what I'm saying? Not him that runneth. Because, you know, he expounded on that point. He said, this is Romans 9, and I'm going to start at 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then It is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the power that showeth mercy. So all of us that's in this truth is in the will, or trying to be in the will. We're willing to be in the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And what? We running this race. Everybody in this truth that's so-called sincere in this thing is really running this race, trying to run this race. But he says, nor of him that runneth, but of the power that showeth mercy. So if he's not dealing with you, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What you think you're doing, it don't matter, man. Because if the Lord is not dealing, we say, I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion on, man. It don't matter what you are doing, man. If the Lord is not dealing with you, he is not dealing with you, man.
And see, that's the point right there. You gotta be we're at the Lord's mercy, man. And knowing that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what should make you want to strive harder, you know what I'm saying, in serving the Lord, man. You know, and humble. And more, and I was about to say in all humility. And that's the point, man. You got more?
Let's go back to Ezekiel 33 and 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trust to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he hath committed, he shall surely die for it. And again, this is 14. Again, when I say unto you, the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right, if the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity, he shall surely live. He shall not die. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him. Because that's the thing about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you transgress against Yahweh Shem Yahushua and he forgive you, he blotted out. But Esau got it set up to where when you sin, and even though you served your time or you did everything that you tried to do, you know what I'm saying, to make amends, they keep it on you, man. And some brothers in this truth, man, you got an Esau ass mentality, man. Because when you truly forgive your brother, man, you're supposed to really forgive. You're supposed to forgive your brother like Yahweh Shai forgive us.
Yeah, that's if you change, though. If you turn away from all wickedness.
Yeah,
I mean, truly, we're not going to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? But if you're striving, you know what I'm saying, to do keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, then yeah.
You know, you're supposed to. That's why in the prayer it says, so we forgive our debtors, you know?
Debtors.
The water. Because you gotta forgive like you would want to be forgiven, man.
Because we're all in the same boat. Basically, we're all here in captivity, and then we're brothers. For the brothers who are in the know, you know what I'm saying, and we're all doing what? Seeking for mercy, for the Lord's mercy. You know, so we gotta be merciful. Also, we gotta all be merciful as well. You know what I'm saying, to our Akim. You know, because we all doing it. We want mercy from the Lord.
That's right.
You know, that's why he said, he who obtain mercy, he who gives mercy shall obtain mercy. You know?
This is Ezekiel 33. We start back in 16. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him.
Right, because he turned away from his old ways, man. So the Lord gonna blot him out and forget about him.
As you should.
Yep, exactly. No, go ahead.
He hath done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live.
That's right.
It says, yet the children of thy people say, the way of Yahweh is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal. When the righteous turneth from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, he shall even die thereby. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby. Yet ye say,
right,
I'm gonna stop right there.
Because the Lord say that his thoughts are not like the thoughts of men. You know, he looks at the inner part of a man. He look at what's going on with this man's attentions are. You know, basically, you know, is he sincere? Is he true? You know, he ain't like everybody else, man. Everybody else look at everything differently, man. They look at things off of one thing. You know what I'm saying? And they'll judge off that one mistake, and they'll keep that in their mind on that on that person, man. And that's what some brothers do, man. We can't be having that kind of spirit, man. You know, if you're in that kind of spirit, that means you're not in the right way, and you need to get in the spirit and power. It's like you need to get in the spirit of the Lord, man. And with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. Yes, one.